course, these Brooklyn Nets, they've got these expectations of winning the whole thing. Let's see how they do. If they can stay healthy, they can be so tough. But the Boston Celtics come in, even without Jaylen Brown, feeling confident, despite their ups and downs all season. For them. So a chance to reset, and that was much needed for certainly the coaching staff.
As good an offensive season as Jaylen Brown has, Mike, this is the end where he's really missed in this particular matchup.
He's also such a fine defensive player. Kyrie Irving, their numbers this year are just off the charts, not just in terms of how high they are, but how efficient they are.
I think that's the thing that's striking, and all three are three-level scorers. You've got to guard them everywhere, as you do this guy.
He has been on some tear. Won their play-in game Tuesday against the Wizards. A game that was close at half, but they turned around in the second half, and the man with the ball threw up 50. Good pressure there from Irving. Tatum gets away, tries all the way inside, lays it in.
Well, of course, he's coming downhill with a full head of steam.
Durant, Harden, and Irving all missed significant time. In some ways, it's amazing that the Nets had such a good record with their three stars being out as Durant. Stores how the players, the adrenaline is flowing in the opening minutes.
It's a significant difference. The feel in the arena with a full house, Mike. What a difference tonight.
Ball knocked out of bounds, but they need that extra score to compete with this team.
And in fact, if history is correct, it won't be the same guy. Marcus Smart can knock down threes. They need this guy, Fournier, to be aggressive offensively. Miss Chippy there.
Harden has been such a great playmaker in his limited time. Pass through it a little bit behind Harris, and a turnover. Second turnover for Brooklyn. Marcus Smart lines up the three, nails it. And a good start from the Celtics.
Guy on a couple of occasions. James's blow-by is incredible. That's what he does, Mike. One of the best in the league. If you look at his blow-by percentage, if he gets the right matchup, boy, he's putting somebody in the rear view, and that's...
He's also a magician with the ball. Just perhaps not as flashing. Walker. Three-pointer from Kemba Walker way downtown. Durant guarding Tatum. Step back three. That's good. Tatum is off to some start. Already, it's a 13-4 lead.
And night long, Kevin Durant is the kind of length to close on that step back or side step, and Tatum just that good.
Harris looked like he pushed off a bit. Tatum certainly wanted the call, but Harris, they were the second highest scoring team in the NBA. The Nets, number one in field goal percentage. Fournier went for the steal, and Durant burns him.
It just
getting the ball in the Harden's hands as quickly as they can. Durant blows past Thompson for the flush.
You can't stand up and you can't read.
Walker drives on Griffith, little stutter dribble, pull-up jumper, and Kemba Walker continues his fine play.
Of the Brooklyn Nets.
Harden step back three. Walker throws it ahead to Tristan Thompson. Tiptoes along the baseline to hang on. Now spinning against Blake Griffin. How about the luxury of having Blake Griffin as, oh yeah, he's another guy in the line.
Right.
Walker kicks it out. Fournier. High arcing three-pointer. Celtics 4 of 7 from downtown.
I think that might have been toe on the line. I think they should probably take a look at this. But listen, what a start for the Boston Celtics. And Jay, the possession, if you're the Boston Celtics, you know this team is capable of putting up just incredible offensive numbers with the arsenal. There you get a look for Kevin Durant. So
picks up his first.
Spoonful of sugar, Mike.
Exactly.
This is the game of basketball. Poetry in motion. It breaks hearts, bends minds, and drops jaws. And it keeps us wanting more long after the buzzer. That's devotion. That's bigger than basketball. That's game.
Durant hits the majority of the time of that left hamstring. Missed 23 games. And since he's been back, showing what he can do on a reach-in foul call on Jeff Green.
What they've given you on both sides of the floor. Green, you can deploy him against multiple positions on the defensive end and use him in or out on the offensive end. It's been incredible.
Bruce Brown as well, who's in the game. Durant comes the other way. Durant pulls up for three. Off the side of the rim, goes out of bounds. She's had a good second half of the season. Irving against Fournier. Well defended. Irving gets by him and lays it in. Another move. On Smart.
Let's watch Evan Fournier work. So he's down in a stance. He's trying to prohibit the dribble drive. He reaches, and just that little bit of loses his balance just a bit because he's reaching low for the basketball. I mean, you've got to stay so solid and so disciplined against Kyrie Irving. He's a magician with the basketball.
Durant, period of time, yet came back, got back in rhythm rather quickly.
Even go back to the start of the year, we all wonder level of athleticism and pursuit and length that Robert Williams brings that no other Celtics center brings. A couple.
Durant, hand in his face. Brown tracks it down. Out to Harris. Harris, the hesitation. Now drive. Offensive foul. As he barrels into Kemba Walker, who is tied for the league lead in charges drawn this year. We'll take a timeout. Under 3 to play here in the first. Celtics a 2-point advantage.